Hello and welcome to the A Way of Communication presentation. First of all, I want to thank the Bivot company for giving me the chance to present this to them. This topic, it's a fundamental part of a human interaction and involves both sending and receiving information through various methods and mediums. Communication refers to the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, feeling, or messages between individuals and groups. I recently remember an experience I had when I was in high school. On the screen, you can see two of my best friends. I will now call them brothers. Starting from left to right, you have Luis. In the middle, there is Hector, and the one with the crazy hair is me. A little bit of context. When I was in high school, I barely knew how to speak English, how to present myself in English. My English was definitely very poor. So I used to struggle a lot when taking English lessons at school. I remember one time our English teacher asked the following to the class: Why do you come to school? We were to go one by one to answer the question. Remember, my English was very, very poor. So I asked a friend to suggest me what I could say or what I could answer. So when it was my turn to answer the question, I said out loud, I come to school to waste my time. Our teacher got really, really mad, and I didn't understand why until a friend translated what I just said to Spanish, and then I understood why the teacher was really mad at me. I laugh a lot every time I remember this story. So in my efforts to learn English, I went to Canada for a half of a year for a period of 6 months, and it was a very tough time for me. I remember I was so stressed that I started to value all the things that I had in my country. Obviously, my friends, my family. I missed so much my life in Mexico that I started handwriting letters to my friends and family. I remember going to a video game store. Hector loves video games. So I went to the video game store to buy obviously a video game for Hector and also a calendar. So I wrote a letter and sent it to him. It is one of the most memorable things of my life. Writing a letter for a person that you care shows, in fact, that you care. A letter, it's a written document utilized to communicate with other people or entity. It can be a formal or informal way to transmit informations, but it also helps to transmit feelings, thoughts, news, or messages between individuals, companies, organizations, and institutions. A letter can have different purposes. It can help to communicate personally with the friends or family, like the example I shared. It can also be helpful to request information, present a claim, express gratitude, or to send official documentation. Some of the ancient ways to send letters um, were the following. Some uh, clay tablets or cuneiforms written. Uh, we could have messengers on foot or sometimes horseback, or even they use different animals to send those letters. We will also have postal systems, carrier pigeons, and some other trade roads or merchants, and also, as I mentioned, some clay tablets. Those were some of the methods they used to communicate in in the past. While in other eras it was necessary to send letters or messages like handwritten or if let's say physical messages. Nowadays it isn't. The way of communication had changed with technology, and today we can just grab any smartphone and text other persons, and the receiver will get the message in a matter of seconds. We can also just pick up the phone, and rather than sending a letter, we're able to video call someone. Even though if they are in the other side of the world, they're gonna get the message right away. So what value does it bring to send a letter nowadays when we are living in a digital era? In today's digital age where communications happens rapidly through emails, text, messages, and social media, sending a physical letter can hold significant value for various reasons. It can bring a value for a personal touch and thoughtfulness. Sending a letter, a handwritten letter or typed letter shows a level of care, effort, and thoughtfulness that is often appreciated. It can convey emotions, sincerity, and personal connection in a way that electronic communication sometimes cannot. It is also a tangible and permanent, unlike digital messages that can be easily deleted or lost in a sea of other communications. A physical letter is tangible and can be kept as a keepsake. It holds a sense of permanence and can be cherished. It can be reread, stored to serve as a memento. It also brings surprise and delight. Sending a letter means also formality and significance in certain situations, such as expressing gratitude, making official requests, or convey condolences. A formal letter can carry more weight and significance than an email or text messages. It can also help for connecting across distance. As the example I share, when I was in Canada, sending a letter um, was meaningful to me and to Hector. Sending a letter can bridge the gap between loved ones, especially when physically meetings are not possible. It can be used for artistic expressions, creativity. Handwritten letters allow for personal expressions through different handwritten styles. Also, writing a letter helps to slow down, and this is very important. It helps us slow down and reflect. In today's era, when we receive a message, we are able to reply right after we receive the message. And sometimes it is not the right way to proceed because we are writing with our emotions, and writing a letter can help to slow down, as I said before. Um, it often involves slowing down, reflecting on thoughts, and expressing oneself more thoughtfully. This process can be also therapeutic and allows to for deeper introspection compared to quick electronic communication. So, even in today's digital age, while instant messaging and emails have largely replaced physical letters for many forms of communication, due to their speed of convenience, the sentiment and significance of sending written messages endure. Letters continue to hold value for their personal touch, and they have the ability to convey emotions. So, in conclusion, um, handwritten letters indicate investment of time, and investment of time means value. It is the value you give to the people you love. So next time you want to communicate something very important, such as an announcement of your wedding, an invitation to your graduation, or anything that you consider special, choose to send a letter. You can choose to make it memorable. Also, you can choose to send a letter to show that you care. Thank you.